Hi there, I'm Robin Retallick from the Law of Attraction Club. It has come to our attention that some of you people out there have the audacity to believe that changing the way you think can change your world and change your life. Well, we agree. And to help you with that, we've produced something very different in the way of a program, something very powerful. If you'd like to move from just a simple understanding of the law of attraction to really making a change in your life, then we're going to encourage you to know who you are, decide what you want and create it by thinking yourself into that new reality. So I'm going to bring our friend Stara through here and talk a little bit about who you are and how you can make changes in your life. Here we go. Welcome to this meeting of our minds. Our intent here today is to give you our perspective. We see you playing in the game called Life on Earth, and our intention is to reflect back to you what we see and to remind you of your true nature and the power that you have. You're a thought-created human in a thought-created world, which means changing you and your world is simply a matter of changing your thoughts. It's simple, but maybe not so easy. So let's talk about how you can do it. We'll start with who you are and why you are here. Then we'll move to those two important questions. How do you feel and what do you want? And then we'll ask you, do you plan to get there? And if so, how? The change mechanism is truly simple. It's a thinking process. But what makes it not so easy is that most of your thinking stays within the confines of the status quo reality you've already created. It's time for some new thinking habits. You chose this game of life on Earth, and here you are. Some of you tell us that calling it a game is trivializing something that's holy and sacred and profound, because your experiences here are part of the journey of your soul. And what could be more important and serious than that? Well, we understand. All of that makes sense if you believe you will always exist as the individual consciousness you know as you, and that your visit here to this external and pre-existing world is just one chapter in that soul journey of yours. But it's not like that at all, you see. What you believe creates you and shapes you. If and when you choose a new belief and line up with that new belief at all levels, it recreates and reshapes you. Then there's this thing we call the law of attraction, although that name doesn't come close to describing its significance. It's the fundamental organizing principle of all conscious energy, and it means that each new shape you choose attracts a mirror-matching context. So there is not one shape that's you forever. You exist timelessly in infinite shapes in infinitely different realms, and making a new belief choice steps you into a different one of those versions, which from a time-based perspective you can think of as already existing. Right now, your mirror-matching context is an avatar that's a physical you, and you're on a physical space-time Earth. You're a thought-created human in a thought-created world, which means changing you and your world is simply a matter of changing your thoughts. The fundamental you behind all of that is a timeless, spaceless consciousness, an inseparable extension of the collective consciousness of Source. And the reason you chose to be here is to experience the joy of making new choices and creating new things in this very focused life on Earth. So yes, we would say life on Earth is a game, a very big game, but there's nothing sacred about it. It's a fantastic story, but it's just your current story, and you get to choose where it goes. If and when you choose a new belief and line up with that new belief at all levels, it recreates and reshapes you, and a new matching context wraps itself around you. That's the simple truth. So why isn't it easy to do? It's that lining up part that's tricky, because alignment means that the memories in your subconscious mind agree with the new story your conscious mind has just cooked up. And if you're making a new choice on a subject where the old choice is a well-practiced belief, it's going to take commitment, focus, and practice to get that new choice into alignment. The good news is that by law of attraction, when you make a new aligned belief choice about your world changes to match that belief. The not so good news is the same, that by law of attraction, when you make an aligned belief choice about your world changes to match that belief, and that reinforces your old decision. Can you see how belief choices are self-reinforcing? And you've spent a lifetime practicing the truth of that reality of yours, minute by minute, week by week, year in and year out in almost all of your waking moments. This is your pattern of expectations. It's the definition of everything in your so-called reality. So if an old belief choice is no longer serving you, and some are not, you need to find a way to break out of that reinforcing cycle. And this is not a trivial exercise. Can you also see when we say you can make a new choice, we're talking about changing so-called reality. Maybe not much, but maybe a lot. Do you really get what that means? It means believing in who you are and the power you have. It means committing to yourself that you will begin a new way of thinking. It means practicing new habits to replace the old ones. Believing that you can is the first component of change. The second factor in affecting change is the emotional intensity of your focus. Strong desire is a powerful force for change. The third factor is how consistently you practice that new choice, recognizing when you're slipping back into status quo thinking, which simply reinforces that old story, and bringing up the vision of where you want to be. Change means enrolling your subconscious as an ally in the change process in many ways. Change means living life within the context of these two questions. How do I feel? And what do I want now? So how do you feel? What do you want now? Do you plan to get there? And if so, how? We are here to support you on your journey. Okay. So if you've been following this community, you'll know a few things about us that sets us apart. One, we don't talk about the world, we talk about your world. Because it literally is. It's your moment-by-moment creation. And that means there is nothing you cannot be, do, or have. Two, we don't put ourselves on a pedestal here because we're all learning how to play this game of life on Earth. And three, our mission in this community is not just to answer questions and send you on your way. Our intent is to engage with you and support you on your journey. And our new Change Your World program is a powerful part of that support system, and it's about to start. So, what's in the program? Well, the essence of it is daily small group calls. These will be your check-ins. This is how my day went. This is what I'm creating for tomorrow. How am I doing on the feel-good scale? That's the essence of the program, daily follow-up. Of course, while you're in the program, you will be a full club member. You get access to our conference calls. And as a part of this program, you get special downloads, a whole series of audio downloads for guided visualization. And of course, everybody always asks for a follow-up. And so at your option, cancel any time, 11 months of follow-up with 3 small group calls each week with fellow graduates. And of course, you're a full member of the club Each week you get the calls and the audio downloads. So there you have it. That's Change Your World. It's something different, something very focused, and it's just the perfect program if you've been striving to create something different and having a tough time with that. So, not just advice and answering questions, but real engagement. We're starting now, running it for our members, our guests, and our YouTube channel subscribers. If you join us today, we start with you today, an early start bonus. To join the program, it's at the loaclub.com/changeyourworld. Good. So that's it. Come join us and let's have some fun in this adventure we call Life on Earth.